Hello everyone, it's me, Games99, aka No Brainer. Welcome to another Star Wars Destiny video. I'm joined here by Jaeto. How do you say your name?
My name's Jay. This is
Jay.
the online handle I use.
Alright, perfect. Alright. And he's playing an evil FN deck. Evil deck. He's mean, and we're gonna try and put him in his place with this.
I look
Alright,
forward
so,
to it.
I drew LDL 44 in the smuggling. That's a pretty good start. Having a second chance early is nice, but I don't think it's necessarily what I desperately want right now. I don't think they can kill Sabine turn 1. Keep the leadership. It's a red card for him to be calling with the Kylo there. Draw 2. Okay, I got the second chance pack and a heat of battle. Those aren't great, but I mean, I've got 2 red, 3 yellow. He's not got best chances of picking yellow then. Alright, so let's see how this goes. 4.
6.
Alright, well, you had the one more die, so it was to be expected. And does he give me the shields or not? I would really
We'll go
take
with mine, please.
Palm?
Do mine.
Alright, it looks like he didn't want
Alright.
me to recur second chance, and that's fair. Well, you get to see a good amount there. That's a useful use of it.
Yeah. So for an ambush, I'll roll Kylo in, and I will call yellow.
Who
We'll do
sorry.
2 to Sabine, please.
Alright. I am gonna smuggling away a DL44.
Cool. I will logistics the resource for 2.
Oh god, you have already gone off. Shit. Alright, Sabine, get the DL44 on, get rid of that last die. With the DL44.
Sure.
Come on, rolls. Not
Not bad.
exactly what I wanted there.
Alright,
I'm still gonna resolve the 3 into the FN right now.
Sounds good.
Pity
Cool.
I didn't have more resources. At least I'll be able to keep this second chance. I might need to overwrite on the DL44 immediately, and that's gonna be horrible if I do. Okay. That's safer. I can discard the Heat of Battle and reroll these 2 dice. Heat of Battle is not something I'm looking to play for a while yet. Oh! Ooh, there we go. That's pretty good. Now ruin my life by countering that?
No, not today.
Alright. I mean, you're villain, right? Villains do have all of the counters.
We do villainy things.
Oh.
Roll blanks.
Alright, I'm gonna throw the other 5.
5?
Yep. Alright, that was an incredible roll, guys. That was absolutely amazing.
Right.
We can potentially
He's
kill off FN
FN
at the start here. That was ridiculous.
That
was some pretty ridiculous rolling.
Boundless.
Alright. That was some ridiculous rolling, and I can overwrite the DL44 with the second chance. Alright. I'm gonna roll out the character that I haven't rolled out yet. Hyper. Oh.
Ooh, the bad octopus. Alright, we are going
I wanna be able to claim at this point. He overwrite for 1. Ooh, you reduced your totals by 1. But you got the damage.
And we'll do the 1 to Sabine, please.
Alright. I'm gonna pass.
Okay. We will do the Ancient to heal 2.
Alright. That's great. He's lost all of the resources that he gained this turn. That is incredible for me. I'm perfectly happy with that, and now he can't overwrite.
Back to you.
I'm claiming then.
Okay. What do I want to do?
Like, unless he's got, like, do you have, like, double enrage, or?
I'm gonna pitch the reroll.
Oh, he ditched the removal. He's gonna get 2 damage out. That's not great.
We'll do the, we'll trail the 2 to Sabine.
Alright.
And I'll pass.
Alright, so I've still got this second chance, I've still got this leadership. This is looking great for me for now. And I just drew a truce, which is amazing because that allows me to truce into mobilize. I can DL44 overwrite DL44 for DL44 here for some good mitigation, but for now I'm gonna do the truce into mobilize combo here at the start. I'm gonna truce. Oops. So enjoy a resource, and then I'm gonna mobilize, so I get another resource. That's my first turn.
Cool. What do I want to do here?
So I can DL44 over DL44 to double mitigate and then roll in.
I will. This from I'll lead off for Kylo.
All right. What?
We'll go red, please.
Yellow.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna overwrite the DL44 with the DL44.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna activate Sabine and play DL44. So please remove both those dice.
Yeah. Yeah. No, sir.
And then I'm gonna roll her out. Come on, big money, big money. Not minute, not minute.
So you still pay 2 though, right?
Oh, right, yeah, no, I still pay the 3. Yeah. It costs 3 to play him, right? And I'll just straight up do this 3 now before you're able to mitigate it.
Sounds good.
I don't want to get deflected quite so easily at this point. And then I can leadership, and then if things look carry, I can overwrite the DL44 with this blank into the second chance.
Sorry, give me a sec here. Think
Or I can just claim the 2 resources and play the second chance outright, but then I don't get the resources.
Vibro.
The leadership. Ouch.
Blank.
Unfortunate.
For the ambush,
Oh yeah, I'd have to discard to reroll if I wanted to use these differently, so I'm gonna have to leadership, I think.
Roll him in.
He has not been drawing well or rolling well. Yeah, I'm gonna
Bait and switch.
I wish. That's a villain card. Yeah, I'm gonna just resolve the 2 resources.
Sounds good.
I want to make money. Alternatively, I can just second chance here normally, and then.
About what I've done. Logistics. The 1 or 2.
All right. I am gonna. I'm gonna leadership. To reset Sabine.
Yep. I'll do the 1.
Alright. I am gonna overwrite this DL44, which had the dice in the pool, with a second chance.
Sounds good.
I guess the second chance out of my hand.
I'm keeping cat, never mind.
Right now, it's just a very safe play. And then I can do the overwrite DL44 overwrite, so that
put the crossguard on Kylo and do 1.
And then I can overwrite DL44 overwrite in order to remove a die and also be able to roll out properly. Sorry, 2 was that 2 to Sabine? Sorry, yeah.
No, just 1. Just 1. Okay. It's the when you put it on Kylo. You do a pain.
Sorry, I always get the special mixed up with the. Alright, I'm gonna Sabine overwrite the DL44 with the DL44 to remove that vibro knife die and act as a hit and run. In case unblockable's a thing, and I roll the last 3 to kill off the FN.
Yep.
Whew. Okay, well that's half of the deck dealt with.
Yep. I am.
My rolls have been pretty good. And my draws have been great. That economy, getting that economy when it needed to be, it was amazing. I mean, I know I ended up with 2 spare resources, which was the economy I played, but still felt great. I'm gonna take the resource. I'm gonna let him claim in exchange for the extra resource so I
claim.
can.
It's losing the wrong thing here.
Alright. Drawing on the table, okay.
Yeah, I hit the wrong key. Get rid of that.
Alright. I think you just have to click. You just click on the line itself. With the rubber.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to want to do it. It's alright. You'll extra for your feed. Cards were here.
Alright. Alright, so I drew a holdout. So I can hold out, override the holdout with the DL44. Into a heat of battle. I've got a running interference, so yeah, I can do this play. I can run interference into next turn, have 12 unpreventable damage. It's you to go.
Yeah, sorry, thinking.
Yeah, sorry. There's been many times where people have forgot. Ooh.
Gain a resource.
Okay. I'm going to start with a running interference.
Mm-hmm. We'll roll on Kylo. We'll go yellow.
You hit a yellow.
2 Sabine, please. Thank you.
Alright, I am going to...
Oops, sorry, hang on. Missed a die.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I am going to roll out Sabine, play the DL44 back, remove a die.
Mm-hmm. Which one?
Your choice.
Oh, I choose. Alright,
Yeah.
we'll do the 1.
So I'm going to roll her out, see what I roll. Do I get 12? Wow, that was close.
You're rolling well.
Yeah, I am. But I am going to then play a heat of battle and running interference. So you cannot play a card.
Yep.
You can change your dice how you want, though. You just want to put that to 4 if you want.
Yeah, I can get your card to roll, yeah, understood.
Heat of battle allows you to manipulate dice how you wish.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I did not realize. Not that it matters that much. Alright, then we will resolve the 4 to... I found over there.
To Sabine, right, yeah. That gets rid of the
That's
second chance, and then I resolve 12 for the game.
Yeah. Well rolled.
Yeah, so I drew well.
You rolled well. I mean, for you to roll all 3s like that is pretty damn good.
I mean, the last roll didn't matter, but yeah.
Cool.
The biggest deal was just drawing both the L44s. I was able, because I have very little mitigation in this deck, so I was able to mitigate a lot that was coming at me, and I had a second chance in my opening hand.
Yeah, no, it was well done.
Yeah.
It's cool. What variations of Sabine have you played? Did you do her an Admiral? Or?
I've played her with Akbar, I've played her with Ezra, I've not tried her with Blue, but I have played her with Akbar, Ezra, and the Rebel Commando, and I prefer the Akbar version above all else.
Yeah, a buddy of mine was doing it with Ezra, and he wasn't keen on it because Ezra was too low on health, and then being stuck mono yellow, you didn't have enough.
That's my biggest problem with Sabine. Ezra mono yellow, Kylo just destroys it. Like Sabine Akbar.
He was trying to do so the 1-die Sabine with the 2-die Nupo. And he seemed to prefer that, but then you're kind of like you're losing a little bit of the bang.
A lot of people say they prefer that, but like Sabine gets free hit and runs. Why wouldn't you want to just max out as much of Sabine as possible?
Yeah, no, for sure. It's more about there's just not a good pairing for her. I mean, Akbar's okay.
Consistency-wise, I can understand Poe to Sabine is very consistent, but it's not powerful. And the Heat of Battle and Never Tell Me the Odds are very consistent cards. Right.
Sure.
Leadership can just be a blowout.
It reminds me of the big Vader decks, where you run like Vader with 1-die Phasma or Vader with 1-die Guard, and your leadership or Price of Failure for the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, this whole idea, like, I was one of the guys who first made Luke Akbar, right? And this feels similar in that way to my old Luke Akbar decks, where it was all about leadershiping the Luke and just trying to do as much damage as possible in the Awakenings meta.
Yeah, it's kind of like when there was the other one that was the Leia Mothma one, or Leia Akbar.
Yeah.
and you do the hit and run, or a hit and run
Yes, yeah.
into It's a Trap,
Hmm.
and then just light them up.
Yeah, the difference here is that Sabine's allows you to do things from the graveyard, which just
Yeah.
there's so much good economy for her when you combine yellow and red together. It's just so good.
Do you bother with any of the thermal stuff, or are you just going straight
No, no.
ambush?
Okay, so there's one slot that could be taken for thermals.
Hmm.
I have two jetpacks, which you could put
Okay.
thermals in instead if you wanted the
Yeah.
potential for the economy sort of thing. I have the jetpacks in here mostly. They're pretty much just purely I want to overwrite this holdout blaster with it so that I can then, when I
Hmm.
activate Sabine, overwrite the jetpack with the holdout blaster again.
Yeah.
Um,
Understood. Makes sense. Makes sense.
mhm.
And then if you need it, you can use it for the melee mitigation.
Exactly. I like the jetpack is just a really good dice on its own, and I'm preferring the just having a good dice rather than having the thermals potential economy plays. Right.
Yeah. 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 No,
Because
I like Jetpack a lot when I used
mhm.
to play Old Phasma.
I mean,
Sure.
when you look at it statistics wise, like this is perhaps got the best numbers in a card for 2 cost, right? It's got a 2, a
Yeah.
3, a 2, and then a special that removes a damage die. Like
Yeah. No, it's
it's
good.
jetpack is
Good.
just amazing. Its only problem is that it's an equipment, so I
That's
can't
fair.
take it back out of the graveyard. But I don't think I'd ever do thermals with Sabine because I'm wanting to get the ambush triggers, right?
Yeah. No, I think it's funny how like she seems to have been designed with thermal in mind, but thermal isn't the right play for her.
I mean, thermal if it was a 4-man meta, thermal
Mm.
detonators with her would be good.
Well, if it was a four-man meta, you play Palmaz.
Yes, that's the counterpoint right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who have you played? Like, what compositions have you played so far
with what?
in the league?
Oh, this and then my Sienna
No,
Ball.
against. Sorry, not who have you played? Like, what decks have you played against?
Yeah. Oh, decks I played against? Okay.
Yeah,
Thronkar,
yeah.
you with that. Someone with Phasma Anakin,
Okay.
and then a Palpatine.
Really
The
wild.
the most bullshit loss against a Palpatine I've ever had. I can't believe I lost.
I
I was
love
playing
Pal, but he's not good right now.
I know. I was playing my Balatique Guavian Sienna deck and it should have just trounced Palpatine and it didn't.
That's
Like it was
funny.
just one of those times where I just couldn't where I had 10 economy cards in my deck and I just could not find them.
That's really funny.
And he was just resolving shields and then he gets out his blinking he gets out his rise again. I think I don't. It was so long ago. I don't even remember at this point. I just remember being like utterly flabbergasted that my deck was actually losing when it.
Which is funny because you think this is the worst meta for Palp. I mean, with
Yes,
Kylo, like new Kylo running around
yes,
and Thrawn
exactly,
running around, like you get
exactly.
destroyed.
I practically wrote it off as a free win when I first started the match. It was,
That's really funny.
but then it's like no, you just don't get to win. You don't draw a heat of battle, so you don't get to do your 10 damage. On the
Hmm.
first turn, and you don't draw enough economy to outlast his sheer amount of damage and force illusions.
Yeah, yeah, no, understood, understood.
It's just
Cool. I'll have to. I've been trying to find a deck that's not Kylo Nines because I've
mhm,
been playing for this because it's good, but
mhm,
it feels kind of like it's a
yeah.
bit of a win more sort of situation. I'd rather play something that's a little more, I don't know, not top tier.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like
But
that's same here. I've refused to play anything with FN, anything with the new
yeah,
Kylo, anything with the new Phasma, and Thronecar. I refuse to play any of those four. Which
yeah, I was playing
it's
Throne Car with vehicles just for fun
mhm,
because it's super swingy. Where it's like you hit the
mhm,
vehicles, you're great, or the sports, you're great, but if you don't, you're
mhm,
toast. Because your game plan is kind of mixed where
mhm.
you're doing this control thing and you're slowly waiting for the right cards to come up. Whereas if you're on the mill strategy, everything is always leading towards your win condition.
Yeah, it's
Um,
ridiculous. I played Smurl yesterday.
yeah, I
Yeah,
actually beat
yesterday.
him with a flavor of this
I
deck.
noticed. I was very surprised he lost. Yeah, I beat him with this. It was a very good game. I was very proud of it. Um,
Yeah.
but it was also I knew I got lucky because with 10 cards left in his deck, he'd only ever found one buyout. You know.
Yeah, he never bought me out either. I had killed Unkar pretty fast so that he couldn't
Hmm.
do Crime Lord.
Yeah, same here.
Uh, And then he was spending his money so fast just because he had cards he wanted to play and he was trying to mitigate me, that he never had a big pool of money to try and buy me out.
Not the same here. He definitely had big pools of money here. It's just basically I think it was the second turn. He still had like 22 cards left in his deck. He'd found the first buyout, so he bought me out for like 8. And then I was like, that's amazing because I'm Sabine. I really want my cards in the graveyard. Thank you.
Then all the DL44s were there, and you just mitigated his dice.
Yep.
Yeah, nice. He didn't think that through.
But then it was just a case of I killed Unkar with a very risky heat of battle play. I didn't have the running interference out. I just went heat of battle and hoped he didn't have sound the alarm or dodge or anything like that, and he didn't. And was able to kill Unkar, and then he just was like, I've got a personal shield and a hound's tooth on this Thrawn card. I'm just going to take 6 shields a turn.
Yeah.
And
so
it
you
became
were lucky
a slog.
in that he wasn't trying to play against range so much. He had block because he was going up against a lot of melee decks. And there was definitely a turn in there because I was playing this one where I had, I don't know, it was like 6 damage melee showing, and he just blocked it all away.
Yeah.
It was brutal.
I would have been very upset if he dodged all my dice away.
Yeah, he was using personal shield to cover the range damage.
Personal shield it was a sleeper to me. Like personal shield and SOR, I was like, okay, this is decent, but Vibro Knife exists and everything's melee.
Yeah.
And then
the scene is shifting a little bit to be a little more range heavy.
Well, the
Between
fact that
this and like
Phasma Thrawn just has so many spare focuses that the personal shield suddenly becomes incredible. And Thrawn deck shows quite clearly that villains are better at shielding than heroes. That's just sad.
Yeah, in that particular case. Though I have a guy in my meta that's playing Elite Kanan Ray Padawan, and he would be shields for days. And then if you got Vibro out or something to go under shields, you're like, great. And then he just riposted at you. So it was
send this at him.
Send this at him.
This. Beam is my own game, sort of. It's probably very different to what his actual intent is, but
just discard a random card from opponent's hand.
No. It's the 34 cards. That's a stack. That's a deck.
Oh. Sorry. Where's my little search guy here? I don't. Oh, this is patience. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. What the fuck is this, right?
Oh, it's a mill deck.
It's a deck that can mill or it can do damage, and it flows between the two of them like butter. It's beautiful.
Wild. You really love Akbar, huh?
Yes, Akbar is one of my favorite hero characters. Not from him being in the movies or anything like that. No, I just really love the fact that he's got that amazing ability, which it's very impactful, even if you never feel it on your side, because it just slows your opponent's deck down. It's like you had to boundless for 1 less than you wanted, because you would have otherwise had to have emptied your hand and taken damage, for example. Right?
Oh, interesting. This is definitely a very different deck than what you see these days.
Yes.
Does it well? Does it work well?
I played it once, and it worked very well once. Okay, no, I played it in a best of 3, and I won both games. But it's...
What were you playing up against?
I was playing against Flinkin. I wish you hadn't asked that. I was playing against Bosk, a Bosk deck.
Okay.
But
not a true test then, yeah.
Yeah, no.
It's interesting for sure, because it's definitely a lot more sort of mid-range.
It was very effective back in SOR, but it was just lacking a few key cards to make it really stand out. I think we've got them with the Ancient Lightsabers and Shoto Lightsabers. Because before I was having to use Makashi Training, and the cards that were all blue character onlys, where these are spot blues or not blues at all, which allows it so that even Akbar can get weapons on him if he needs to.
Yeah.
And Akbar with a raised staff, a raised lightsaber, and an ancient lightsaber is a force to be reckoned with.
Well, to be fair, anybody with 3 upgrades is pretty solid. Cool. I'm gonna try and do a riff off your deck when I play my buddy at work tomorrow, because I think it was pretty cool.
I mean, if you want the complete deck list, you can find it on my channel.
You have a channel?
Yes, that's why I'm recording.
Are you YouTube or are you Twitch?
Yeah, I'm YouTube. I'm No Brainer.
No brainer.
Yeah. And I post my deck lists in the video descriptions of all of them. This deck I've called APR. Because I'm very unimaginative, and I liked the idea of it being referenced to banking for some reason.
You have no videos.
I have many videos. Okay, it's
Am I
N
looking at the
double
wrong?
O. It's N double O brainer.
Oh, alright.
Two O's.
There we go.
I know. Someone stole the single O like 8 years ago. It was terrible.
So you're a new brainer.
No brainer. Sure.
No. Got it. APR. Cool.
Yeah. And your video on there will and the video of this game will probably be up in an hour.
That's be a rather short video. That was a bit of a sweep.
I don't know. I like the post game chat. I might keep this. We got it up to 25 minutes.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I am very surprised that this was. I kind of knew it would be a sweep one way or the other. I fully expected it to be you sweeping me though.
It wasn't. Honestly, it was. It wasn't like I was pulling anything. It just like I started off with a decent hand. At least I thought it was like logistics, and it was be able to
You
see
got
your
those
hand,
off.
so I knew I could do
That was terrifying.
2 damage off. And
you just enjoyed it.
And then I just rolled for crap, and you rolled really well, and you had good cards. Like,
and you didn't draw into anything. You went lightsaber into ancient lightsaber into heal, which was like you just wasted 3 of your resources on a heal too.
Well, it was also because my thinking was this: you had me at 8 damage, so he only had 3 health left, right? So I had a boundless in hand, so I was like, okay, if I heal him up 2, and I can hit a boundless, then I can potentially get something else on him. To try and sort of keep him putting damage out.
I don't know, man. A lightsaber at least has a redeploy.
True.
I don't know, like
true.
From my plays of FN, I always hate, losing the resources.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. I think it was more of just you had bursted very well, and you had both the L44s out, so it was. Any damage I was going to do had to be action cheated because you would just mitigate the dice away when you rolled Sabine in.
I could only mitigate 1 a turn, really, but yeah.
But that was the thinking behind it. Yeah. I'm sure it may have been a misplay, but
yeah, I mean, it was only 1 turn that I was able to do both. Like every other time it's got to be just I can only do it once. But yeah.
But you could, yeah, you can only sort of overwrite and then overwrite again the next time.
Yeah.
When you activate it.
Again, that's only doing it once, right? I can't play 2 DL44s at once anymore. Once I've got them out on the field. But
for sure, but
yeah.
It would have been you most likely would have rolled at least 3 damage on the next turn.
I mean, it was a good like 60% chance, sure.
Yeah, so
exactly.
It was more of can I keep him alive for a round more, or you know what I mean?
I would have just cut him off. I think it would have been better just to cut your losses with him and just be like, okay, he's just going to roll out as soon as possible, and then we're going to try and get the lightsaber onto Kylo.
That's fair.
I mean, it was awkward once I put down that second chance. It became very difficult.
For sure.
All right. Well, thank you very much for the game.
Yeah, likewise.
Good luck in the rest of the pod matches if you ever manage to get any more.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and do 1 more tonight after this.
Yeah.
So I can at least get 5 in.
Yeah. I'm gonna have 5 myself. I'm hoping to get the other 2 in, but we'll see.
Yeah, that was the one thing I thought was weird that they didn't match the pods based on time zone. Because we have like 2 guys that are APAC.
I mean, we used to. I mean, the last two leagues did.
Okay.
But this one didn't.
Yeah, I thought it was a little odd. I mean, maybe they just had an overage of weird time zones and they couldn't match everybody up.
Perhaps. I mean, at the same time, like the Pod V was just hitting it out of the park on the first week, right? We were getting so many games done, and then it just stopped almost immediately afterwards. So I was like, okay, I've played 3 games. I've played 3 games. I've won 1. I've lost 2. I need to stop. I want to wait for an errata so the FN goes away.
Yeah, mine was more work related. I got sent out for work and didn't have time to play.
All right. Well.
But anyway, thank you for the game.
Thank you for the video. Yep. Good luck in the next ones.
Sure. All right. Take care.
Take care. It's been me, GameSide99, aka No Brainer. Thank you for watching. Signing out.